Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be lots of fun. So I did get the brand new Too Faced spring collection. Is it spring? It's still January. I don't know. It looks like it's supposed to be for spring. It's super cute. Look at the little butterflies. And the packaging is like the light pastel-y shades. We had some fun, played around with it, and got this eye look, as well as I tried out a new brow product from Benefit and then a liquid highlighter from Fenty Beauty. So you guys, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications, new videos, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. But if you want to see how those products worked out, and there was some getting used to finessing some of those things, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, the eyes are primed and I'm excited because I have a new eyeshadow palette. So this is the Too Faced Too Femme. This is supposed to be limited edition and the colors are really pretty. This gives me some spring vibes. I know it's winter, it's January, but the weather is still a little weird. Like, it's been going between snow the other day to 70s. I'm getting whiplash from the weather, you guys. So I figured we would play around with this, especially like, look at the packaging. It is super cute. And then even on the inside on the mirror, there's the little butterflies. You've got the spring shades. Like, we're getting some spring vibes from this one. So before I go ahead with this look, I want to swatch some of these shimmers because those are my favorite ones to swatch, and just get a feel for the color story in here because there's some fun shades in here. Okay, so looking at this, there are 5 shimmers. The rest are mattes. You have some brown shades, you have some light neutral shades, and then you've got the pops of colors, which I appreciate. Okay, so this first shade that's kind of like a pink shimmery shade, this is Hear Me Roar. It's really pretty. It kind of has like a pinky orange shift. And I mean, it plays well with the shirt color that I have on right now. So maybe we'll see. This second shade is Heart On, and it's kind of like that pinky champagne shade. It's just very shiny, would be beautiful as an inner corner highlight in the brow bone. Then this light green shade is Meant to Be. I will say when I swatched it, it was kind of chunky and crumbly. So I just wonder if it's from like my first swatching of it. Then the pink shade on my pinky, that one is Think Pink, which is really pretty. It does kind of look chunky on my pinky, but I'm interested to see how it performs. And then this shade, which is kind of more of a satin than a shimmer, this is Fiercely Femme. So those 5 shades I decided to swatch. The 3 right here are super shiny, and then these 2 are a little more subdued. They do have kind of like a duochrome effect on this one right here in the middle. I'm excited, you guys, because those are some fun colors, and I feel like we could do many different options in this. Okay, so I think for this, because I really want to play with this pink shade right here, I'm going to play around with the magenta, this light pink, and then maybe deepen it up with that brown in the outer V. I don't know if I need to deepen it up so much, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I'm first going to start out on a fluffy smudger. This is a blender from Huda Beauty. I'm going to go into the shade Too Femme, which is kind of like that magenta shade. Magenta, fuchsia. What color is it? It is very bright. I'm going to place it in the lower part of my crease. I'm just going to place it before I blend it out. And then I'm going to use the lighter pink shade, which is Soft Landing, to blend out the edges. Now, when I saw this, I think it was peaked like a month ago. Maybe it was in November. It's been a minute that I've been seeing this on Trend Mood's Instagram page. And I was waiting. I was really waiting for it. And then all of a sudden I got an email from Too Faced saying it was available. The problem was when I went to go purchase it, everything in the collection was available except for the eyeshadow palette. So I was kind of like, what the heck is going on? But I don't want to order 2 things. And actually I only ordered 1 other thing, which is the blush. But I didn't want to order a couple, like 1 or 2 things from the collection without the eyeshadow palette. So I waited and I waited. And then it popped up on Sephora's page. So I went back to Too Faced's page. It was showing that it was there, but it was sold out. And I was kind of like, what the heck is going on? So if you want this, you need to go to Sephora because Too Faced is still showing that, yes, it's released, but sold out. And as soon as it went up, it was sold out. So it did say it was limited edition. I don't know how many they had. I don't know when it was released because it didn't have a time that I was going to go live on their website. But I did get mine through Sephora. So I did order a couple other things, which I'm going to play around with today. But I wasn't able to get it through Too Faced's website. You guys, this shade is really pretty. I did just do a pink eyeshadow look and I shot my stash. But you guys, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Maybe this year is all about pink. I will say though, I do like how small the palette is. It makes it easy to use. It has a decent sized mirror. I feel like a lot of my Too Faced eyeshadow palettes take up a lot of space because they're bulky. This palette and the teddy bear palette are this size. They're small, which is nice. It's easy to handle, it's easy to store, it's easy to throw in a makeup bag. All right, I'm also going to bring it down a little bit, just right there, so we can build this outer V, because I think I'm gonna stay predominantly pink in this. I'm really loving this pink vibe. It's not necessarily the same shade as my shirt, which is fine. I'm not really going anywhere. And for all intents and purposes, I could have worn a sweatshirt, but I was like, let me look presentable. Sometimes you just want to get ready to just... I feel more motivated if I put myself together sometimes to just actually do stuff around the house. Okay, so that is beautiful. It's light, which I'm gonna get with a blender brush, but I can go and intensify it with my more dense smudger brush, which I'm gonna do in a minute. Okay, now I'm gonna go into this light pink shade, and I'm just going to go above this shade right here to kind of blend out the edges. And I'm gonna place it above before I blend out. It is a very light shade, which depending on your skin tone, it may or may not show up. I'm gonna go into this dark shade and mix it with this light shade. Just a smidge, not too much, just a dip and kind of in the crease. There, that gave me the shade I wanted. There's nothing wrong with mixing shades. If you're not getting the shade that you want, there's no problem like mixing. It's a palette. It's an artist's palette. And honestly, your makeup is your art. Some people are just bright and colorful, some are a little more neutral or subdued. Makeup is what you make of it. And as much as I thought I was gonna use brown, I'm not. I'm gonna use my more dense smudger. This is the L19 from Laura Lee. And I'm gonna go into this like bright pink shade. And I'm just going to intensify it in the outer V. It makes a huge difference the type of brush that you use. So it was more of like a wash of color, which is fine if that's what you want to do. But if you just want to deepen it up a little bit, you take a more compacted, dense brush and it will just intensify the color. I'm not going to go too high because we just blended out the crease. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into this shade right here, which is Think Pink. That is that shiny, like, yumminess. I'm gonna put that in the middle right here. So I'm gonna use it on my middle finger to pick it up because I'm gonna use that lighter, like, champagne-y shade for the inner portion. It is a little chunky, but it could just be the way that this shade is a little bit chunky, but it looks more like it's got like the pearl fragments, kind of like the Huda Beauty nude palette. That's kind of what this reminds me of. It is a little chunky though. I did get a flat brush just to see if I can kind of finesse it. Ooh, it is picking up on the brush. That's always a good sign. I love when I can pick up a shimmer on a brush, but sometimes it's just not as like pigmented as I want it to be. So I just want it to be a little more concentrated in this area by just going all the way into my crease. And I'm gonna go into this shade right here, Heart On, which is that like champagne-y shade. I'm gonna use my ring finger for it. I'm gonna put that in the inner V. And actually it just kind of like picked up the color of the middle shade. So this one looks like it has some like blue periwinkle glitter in it, whereas this one has more like silvery pink eyeshadow in it, or glitter in it. It's very shiny, you guys, but I'm not mad at it. I am gonna go back in on my dense smudger, pick up a little bit and just finesse the edges. So pat it on and then blend it a little bit and then into the crease. Not too far in because I do want to keep that shape. I am gonna go ahead, do my face products after I finish this eye, and then I'll be back because I do have some other products as well as we need to finish off this eye look. Okay, you guys, to finish off this eye look, I think I'm gonna go into this mauvey pink shade, which is You Give Me Butterflies. So that shade all the way underneath, and then I will marry it together with that magenta, just dragging it under slightly. So for under the eye, I'm just gonna use my smudge brush from Huda Beauty. It's just so tiny and easy to use, and like, I'm in love with it. It's kind of on like the orangey side, but it's not as peachy as this shade right here. It is really pretty. This is actually like the shade of my shirt. If you want to know what other products that I use for like my base and my bronzer, I'll link them down below. They're going to be in the drop down box, so you can go check them out. And we stayed pretty on theme with Too Faced for base products, except for my contour. I use that Charlotte Tilbury contour wand again, which has quickly become one of my favorites. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in on this shade right here, just a smidge, and place it under there. Ooh, that just like gave you that V shape. And then I'm gonna take my more dense smudger brush from Laura Lee, tap on the outer V, and then drag it under to meet. Just gives you that pop. Especially because when you do your foundation, you can easily mess up the shape. But if you go back in slightly, like where you might have covered it up accidentally, that helps bring that shape back to it. And I like my V to come up, so it just kind of gives that lifted look. So I do have the blush from this collection. It's super cute as well, and this is the Butterfly Babe. You guys, look at how cute that is. Now, my question is gonna be, is this actually shine, or is it just decoration that's gonna fluff off when I like sweep in there with my blush brush? If it is, it's fine. It does look like it has like kind of a sheen to it. Ooh, so it's kind of glowy. That is really pretty. And I don't necessarily gravitate towards like pinky blushes, but I think that it has enough of a peachy undertone that it's gonna be pretty. And look, my face doesn't match me. It's a story of my life, you guys. If only I could just get a tan. All right, so we're going to dip in here, and the butterflies are gone. It's just a glitter overlay. So if you're looking for the glitter gold to be in there, it's all in the brush. Tap, 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 and now I have gold glitter all over my face. All right. I mean, it's chunky glitter. Like, I was gonna say it's not that bad. It is. It's glitter all over my face. Maybe I should have tapped that off before I blended. Live and learn. I did just say I'm not going anywhere, so. You guys, that gives the skin a beautiful, like, springtime flush. There is such a thing as too much blush, It just depends on how much is too much for you. And I'm actually really liking this. It has like a juicy glowy effect on the skin. The glitter has kind of like fluffed off my face, which is appreciated. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like this blush? Have you been looking at this collection? Were you thinking about it? Is it your cup of tea? Is it not? You guys, this is a lot of fun. I personally like the blush. All right, but you can see like most of the glitter is gone now. Oh well, it's still a nice blush. I do like this shade. Now, one of the products that I also purchased from Sephora, this one I have been super excited to try out. So this is the Fenty Liquid Kilowatt in Hustler Baby 2.0. I wasn't sure what shade to get, and I was kind of like, do I want like a goldy shade? Do I want the lightest shade? Like, I don't know. I do like Fenty highlighters, so I was really hoping that I would like the liquid highlighter too. Ooh, that's really pretty. So with this, I'm just going to blend it out on my hand. Okay, this be a bit too much. Where's my highlighter brush? I may or may not have messed this up. So we're going to tap, 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 tap. I'm gonna tap it on there and try and blend it out because it dried and kind of dried down a little bit. All right, so we'll just take it on. I'm tapping into on the brush. I mean, it is beaming, you guys. And I do have some like on my finger still. I feel like if you place it quickly, like place it and then blend it out, it's not so bad. It does dry down quickly, so make sure that you're placing it properly. Like, it didn't pull my foundation or powder or anything, which is nice. But I also, like, it dried down really quickly. It's kind of like a jelly consistency, like, and when it dries down, it feels like a powder, you guys. That is, it's not sticky, which, you guys, that is really nice. It feels really smooth on my skin, and it's not, it's not smearing. Maybe creams are in my future. I did just do that video with Merit where I used all cream products, and I was very surprised with minimal makeup and cream products. So that's the other thing, is I don't think that I necessarily needed to like pat it out. I was able to just use my brush and place it where I needed it, and it just kind of like blended out. I don't know that I needed this much highlighter, but you guys, all right. Cream products are surprising me in 2022, you guys. Then again, I am very rarely disappointed in a Fenty product. Like, I think I got rid of one eyeshadow palette from them and then kept everything else, but you guys, like, okay, you guys, so for brows, I do have a new product. I kind of hinted at it in one of my videos that I had ordered the new Benefit like brow gel laminate. This is the 24-hour brow setter. It's an invisible shaping and setting gel for brows. It says it's new. I've never seen it or tried it, but one of the claims was it's supposed to give you what looks like laminated brows. Okay, so the brush itself is really interesting. So this side has longer bristles, and then this side has like really fine, tiny bristles. That is really interesting. Okay, here goes nothing. So I feel like you take the longer ones and comb it through and kind of like get all of them nice and goopied up. And then you take, which it kind of like really just, so then I turned it over to the shorter side. Wow, you guys, I've never seen my brows get so flat. Now I know which ones are like sticking out and I need to like pluck them. Wow. Wow, okay. So with it, without it, like, and I did go through with a spoolie. Okay. So I will go through once more. We're gonna go through on this side. So long side first to kind of get all the hairs with product. And then the shorter side to kind of like lay them down. Like, I've tried some of their brow gels, the tinted ones, and I like them, but this one really just made the eye, like, made the brows just kind of up, and I do still need to fill them in because it's not tinted. Oh, and they are dry. As quickly as I did this side, these are already dry, you guys. Like, there's nothing on my fingers. Okay, I'm gonna go fill in my brows, do some eyeliner and mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I'm back and this is the final look. What do you think? I had a lot of fun playing around with these eyeshadows. This palette is so stunning. Like, I love the packaging and I am a sucker for packaging, but then you have a really vibrant color story. You've got some neutrals, you've got some pops of color. The shimmers are stunning. And I do like that Too Faced is getting a little more into like the minimal packaging where it's a little smaller, sleeker, and it's easier to store, honestly. I don't like the big hefty packaging sometimes because it makes it difficult to just store all your makeup in one small space. But this is nice. We got some really pretty cheek color with this blush as well. You guys, it is super cute. I'm kind of disappointed that the gold was just an overlay and not something that kind of gave you like a light shimmer or like blushing effect. I mean, it does look juicy on the skin. There is that glow from the pink blush, but the gold glitter on top, I don't think that it was necessary, especially if it's gonna fluff off and then just be like chunky glitter on your face. Not everyone wants that. It was cute to look at until it was no longer there. Let's just be honest. But I am excited that they brought this collection out for spring. It is super cute. I got a fun look with it. I mean, maybe 2022 is like the year of pink eyeshadow looks. I swear I will gravitate towards other colors too. I swear it. As well as the other products that I tried out, the 24-hour brow setter. I really do like the effect. I did fill my eyebrows in because it wasn't like a color with the brow setter. It was just clear. So it did give a full effect. The downside is I still need to fill in my brows when there's not a tint. It's all preference. So it does, you know, set them. I did have some where I could see that I needed to pluck those eyebrows because they did not want to lay down, and that's fine. That is perfectly fine. And then the highlighter, you guys, this one from Fenty, I was not sure what to expect, but I really wanted to try it out because I do like Fenty's highlighters. And I'm not disappointed. I really like how it looks on the skin, even being a cream gel formula. I was able to put it on my hand, use a brush, tap, 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 and blend it out, and it didn't pull my makeup, it didn't bunch anywhere. It just looks beautiful. And that is one of those things of like finessing it. Now, I wasn't willing to chance it on inner corner highlight. Maybe I'll do that later on, or even brow bone, because I feel like this shade is a little bit too dark for what I would have done for the brow bone. But you guys, there are like 5 or 6 different shades in this, so go check it out. I'm probably gonna go in and get like the lighter shade as well, so I have a variety. I like how my makeup turned out today. Now, if you're wondering what kind of products I use for my skin, I will link it down below in the drop down box so you can check that out. That is part of my continued resolution with my YouTube channel, is to just progress. So I know that I get questions like my skin, like what I've been using, or I don't always put the information down below. I'm trying to get better. I will make sure that information is down there for you guys. But you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications of new videos. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And until my next video, you guys, bye. And I'll see you in the next one.